Okay, action. So it feels like shooting, no? Uh, for Amla, it's like, am I pronouncing your name right?
Amla.
Amla. So, so sorry, I had to ask because I tried listening to your interviews and all that, but most of the times the anchors are not referring to you by any name. So, so I thought that I will ask you this only.
Yeah, they mostly the Bollywood ones call me Amala.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I clarified in the beginning only.
Yeah, and some of them call me Amla.
I have seen your film, and it's a beautiful film, and I really like the concept and all that. But I was just wondering that but it's for the director that when you make a film, and it's an anthology, it's a part of the anthology, and then um, how do you go about maintaining that thread in all the stories? Because all the stories are very different in nature, and still they have to maintain a certain kind of similar theme, right?
We had the theme discussed, and actually, three of the directors were locked in first. So, just Tarun Bhaskar for Ramala and Sankalp Reddy for Pinky. So we three of us kind of had a brief chat, in which we kind of had a 5-10 minute narration of our stories. So we kind of knew roughly what each other's stories were. Only Nag Ashwin's story we didn't know, so we could only hope that it will align. But other than that, you had the theme in place. But we had power play in relationships. It is coincidence that all of us leaned towards female protagonists as the
Mhm.
female players. It was just a coincidence, and yeah, I think it just happened.
And so because this film is kind of I know that Amla has done similar films where she came from being a victim to a winner and all that. But such films do also take you to some dark corners of your mind, your subconscious. So, as an actor, how did you deal with that?
I think that's isn't that the most natural thing? Because being a human doesn't come with just the white, all the beauty and all the love, right? Like, I think being a human means, it's a balance of both the sides. And sometimes, the dark can take over you. Sometimes, you can go, just you just try to stay just in the light side of your emotions. But I think, see, as a human, see, first of all, I'm a human, and then, being an actor, I should be able to explore those humanly sides and humanly emotions. So it's very difficult because, see, for me, it's very easy for me to just do the regular stuff, and there is no much process, or I can just go on set and then just look beautiful and act and come. I can probably get even paid better for doing such films, but that's not what I'm here for. And this is what I love, like, I love exploring, and I think being a Scorpion, it helps even more. And I love exploring those those sides, psychologically, maybe, and it helps me also grow as a human.
And Nandi, I was just wondering that, when you collaborate with an actor on such a subject, what could be the briefing? Like, what would you tell them to do?
We had a lot of conversations of who Meera is. What is the thought process in Meera? I go right back to the origins of the character, maybe 5-10 years back before she married him. What she was like, what her whole life vision for herself was. What are the events that changed, and what is where she is right now. So what is the emotional void that is created? What is the dissatisfaction? What is the fear? So that whole psychological profile of Meera is what I went through with Amla. And she, as an actor, they bring in their own experiences, their understanding of things, and what they have heard, what they have seen, and what their vision of the character is. So together we kind of start molding it and playing with it and work. And then the second phase of crafting comes when the performance actually starts. And then there, she gives it some shape, then I move it in a slightly different direction. So that it's kind of a warp and weft kind of process that happens until we land Meera in 1 or 2 scenes, and then she flies with it. So that's how it works, and that's at least how we have worked.
And it's like the now when you have explained it, it sounds easy, but I'm sure it wasn't, because
Yeah,
It's
I
not
mean,
easy, it's a process, that's all.
moving is not easy, not like how everyone thinks.
yeah, of
It's
course.
not.
And also, I was just wondering that, like, you know, if you will ask me, so Amla has this very, though she has done all types of films, mostly critical ones, and but many of them were very, what do you call it? I don't want to use this term, but for the sake of, a better term, like commercial kind of cinema. But this time,
Really, really. I think I rarely do commercial cinema.
Amla has done things from spectrum of 100 to 0, from that end of the spectrum to this end of the spectrum. I
yes,
think
yes. So that is what I meant. Like, so you know, when you put such an actor at the helm of affairs, so do you think that they would carry some kind of baggage, or do you? How do you want them to start as a like fresh start, or you want them to carry the kind of experience they have?
from what I've understood of Amla, she approaches every character afresh. See, nobody is a white sheet of paper. We all come, we are a sum total of our experiences as human beings and as actors. That will be there. That being said, part of the craft of an actor is to take a new approach. And I think she's experienced enough to do that. I mean, see, one thing I was very sure of is that she's capable of portraying this complex character of Meera and well. The question was what was the technique to be used and how she would apply it and what is her process. So I don't approach actors ki okay, now this is how it has to be done and you follow it. No, I like to draw from them also, because a lot of actors are more experienced than directors. They've done far more films, they've worked with far more directors, and a lot more things come to them. So you must use what that actor is made of. So it was a collaborative effort in that sense, and I was very sure of Amla knowing her skill set very, very well. And it was just then to set it into motion and enjoy the process as we get along. So it was just that.
Right. And Amla, I was just wondering that, what if you are caught in such a situation in real life? How would you react?
In what situation? There are many situations in the stories.
Meera, if you were Meera in real life, what would you do?
What would you do?
Oh, like if I was Meera in real life, I think I would straight away say, I don't think I would be planning, plotting so much. I mean, yes, see, of course, I think all my relationships, it's always been like really long, like at least in a span of 3 years, because I'm someone who likes to work things out, because I'm not someone who always blame the other person for whatever is going wrong. I take responsibility of, when things goes wrong. So and I'm always quite patient with my partner for them also to grow. But when it comes to a level where like you are really sucked out and you're getting chock-a-block, then I think that's when I really step out. But I don't think I would plan and plot so much. I wish it could have been much more smarter way, like the way Meera did, less hassles and less chaos. But I think I'm more blunt and honest when it comes to these things. I really express myself to my partner. I'm really honest when it comes to that. And if he is in a space to understand and work on it, then it will continue. Otherwise, I work out of it. As simple as that.
Then in that case, I have another situation for you. Like, I know that you wouldn't be you wouldn't find yourself in such a situation. But what if somebody in that situation and that person comes to you and like with a plan, like this is what she wants to do. What would be your suggestion to that person?
Sorry, I didn't understand your question.
Okay, I will repeat it again. So suppose somebody who is caught in a similar situation,
Like Meera.
like Meera, comes
Huh.
to you and asks for advice, and with a plan, like this is what she wants to do. What would be your suggestion?
I will send them to Nandini Reddy.
and buy the rights for the idea.
Yeah.
He'll say, forget all this. You have a brilliant idea. Go give it to the director, make some money,
Yeah,
and then
make
you
some
can work on
money, yeah, make a story out of it.
So that brings me to another question, and I'm this conversation is really good because I rarely meet people who have done similar kind of characters, because these characters are very rare. We
Yeah,
don't see them quite often.
yeah.
So what kind of preparation would you have done for that?
The role,
The character, yes, the role.
the role preparation. See, I always use my memory and imagination as an actor, and I have my own processes to, get into the skin of the role. Or what I do is, see, I try to find the similarities and the differences, and I think most of the characters that I play, I always look for less similarities and more differences, because that way it keeps me engaged in the process. Otherwise, I get very bored very fast. So I try to invest a lot of imaginary energy into the differences. And it's about using my imagination wild. Like if you see the love making scenes in the film, it's kind of wild. But how I my take on those scenes were, see, when when your husband thinks that you're cheating with another man, he wouldn't be imagining you playing chess with that guy, or playing, or watching a movie with that guy, right? His imagination would drive him crazy. So that's what we sort of try to bring in there. So yeah, so I think it's the imagination that, and memory, what we hear, what we see in real life, in the society. So sort of bring in everything together, and then just make a cocktail out of it.
And it's a quite a nice cocktail. So let me tell
Thank
you that.
you. Thank you
And
so much.
Nandini, so Amla just said that like it's difficult to keep her not getting bored. So what were your challenges to not let her get bored in the character?
I think the screenplay itself was engaging. Like there was no scene in which she could relax and chill and okay, I've got this at the back of my hand. She was constantly working her mind. How do I do this? How do I do that? And I think Jagpati sir kept her on her toes because he was really doing such a good job. She was like, oh, damn it. Now I should not let Meera lose ground in this scene.
That's true. That's true.
So there was
I
a
think the
good,
only
wonderful, healthy competition between the two of them
yeah.
happening.
I think the only scene that I could really chill, and she allowed me a glass of wine, was the party scene. But
So so cool, so nice. And so before my time, so before I use up all my time, so anything that you would want your audience to know about the film? Any final words on that? Apart from,
I
like, of
just
course they will anyway watch it, but what do you want to watch them in particular?
I would like them to watch it and watch it without any expectations. Just go into it and enjoy the ride. And if you did like the story, I would suggest after a few days watch it again, because then there are some new things that you will notice. And yeah, so whether you like it or you not like it, you definitely won't get bored. That much
yeah,
we'll keep you
that's
on
a
your toes.
guarantee for
Yeah.
sure. And I really hope that the audiences, original audiences, would embrace the change that's happening in terms of storytelling and in terms of content right now. Because see, what I feel is that, uh, like couple of maybe 1 year back, like you see, you go to Hyderabad, you go to a cafe, or you go to a club, or you go out, and you can see that, you can see a lot of youngsters, they like so trendy, and they're doing their own stuff, living their own life, and women have found their freedom, like so much empowerment you see, but you don't really see that in our movies, and that's really sad. And I think it should be the other way. So I think this whole upgradation is happening right now, and I really hope audience would embrace this change that has come into the cinema as well. So that's my prayer.
So that's a very nice point you made there. And on that note, all the best for your film. I have already liked it. I hope the wider audience also like it. And all
Thank
the
you so
best.
much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Lovely talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.